Greetings everyone on YouTube and welcome back to Settle and Battle New Empires game commentary video with me, Kensit. Today we shall be chatting about this game as we have previously finished the campaign, and as always once we finish a campaign or in any game overall when I decide so, we're gonna offer a commentary about the game, offering our thoughts and opinions, hints, tips, tricks, whatever. So feel free to listen, lend me your ears a little bit and lay down and lean back, grab a snack and a drink as I shall be chatting through. Now, first thing I would like to talk about the game is the game is definitely nice for sure. It offers me quite a lot of reminder of the Settlers series made by Ubisoft. This developer certainly played a lot of Settlers for sure too, and I think it's definitely inspired by that. If not, feel free to correct me. But the game definitely offers, well, nice campaigns, lots of maps. I sadly like the skirmish mode, I guess, or multiplayer even overall. I think maybe skirmish is this. Okay, invalid game, no potential wisdom. Weird. Unlock all, no wisdom. Oh, okay. Well, this is just kind of sad. Huh. Yeah, no. Well, either way, we certainly lack lots of, how many can we even have? 1, 2, yeah, there's like 7 AI you could have. I can't. Map size. Yeah, we can definitely make a big map over here, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 is the max, even though if I remember right, we had a map where we had 8 AI, I think. I don't remember. But there's like a nice map generator. It just, this one doesn't really feel that stable over here. Well, now it does. Kind of. Yeah. I certainly would have said that there should be a nice map mates and all that. Certainly it's going to take lots of time too. You can put out the folk on, and you can also get the unlock all, no wisdom when unlocking and all that. Certainly. It's definitely nice. You could certainly play it like this is the skirmish version, but I prefer to have at least some basic maps instead of only generated ones, because they tend to be not that very stable. Even in Settlers, there were some maps over there. On the other hand, the game offers quite a few nice factions over here. We have the, as we can see, the Romans, the Vikings, the Egyptians, the Asians, the Germans, Persians, and the Mongols. Now, in my opinion, I definitely would like to say that the Asians should be changed as the Chinese, for example, or the Japanese or something, because Asians is a large culture group. Now, Germans, I definitely say a good go. The Persians are good go. The Egyptians are good go. Vikings, Romans, and all that good go too. Mongols good go too. And you know, the buildings look quite nice. They have quite a bit of unique stuff that I can go through, as you can also see over here. We have each of them behave a little bit differently. Quickly expands attack as are less frequent, but with a large troops. Sword fighters wine, and the air behavior is in small groups from different corners. X fighters mead. AI behavior defenses makes a lot of use of long range soldiers. Crossbow fighters is their special unit. I would say slingers would be a lot better. T. Yeah, I think wine would be better too, but we have wine here as well. And then here, you know, I would say this sake, like, sorry, but this is definitely Japanese. So tries to attack when enemies are weakened. Katana fighters. Then we have this, the Germans very aggressive, tries to claim as much area as possible. Sledgehammer fighters and bear, of course. Then we have the Persians, prefers a strong defense while rarely attacking enemies. Saber fighters and Aragi Sagi. Settlers needed. Okay. And then we have AI behavior, attacks in very small groups and will likely occupy towers. Longbow archers, I said it will be better to have composite bowmen, for example, because longbow archers would be more like English ones, and the Mongols had like good bows compared to anyone. Like their curved bows are just far superior than any normal bows and all, and that's what the Mongols and Turkic people used within the steppes, and they just are far superior to any normal bow. Archie, I would say definitely they didn't. I don't know what Archie is. I've not really gotten any knowledge, but instead of that, I would say they should use what was that drink called? The fermented drink that they had. Kumis. Yeah, there we go. Kumis. That's what the Mongols and the Turkic tribes use, and well, the people within the steppes. So that would be far more better, in my opinion. I don't know what this like, and as a saber fighter as well, definitely fine, agreeable. The rest is also fine, and as I said, this faction should be basically the Japanese for sure. And yeah, I think their tea is certainly fine too. It's okay. All right. Well, either way, with that said, the factions are nice. Further else, the faction setup is fine, and the AI behavior is all right. Kind of. Um, the campaign was definitely nice, and like, there again, even the maps, in my opinion, were quite small. They didn't feel very stable, and I find it absurd that we needed wisdom too, especially within a campaign, and that they didn't, how should I say, contribute to the next campaigns as well. Especially for me, when I try to play to the Mongols, I lacked so many buildings that I couldn't build to get the proper units that I wanted. So that was kind of annoying and frustrating too. Or that there's a tendency of challenging missions simply because there was a lack of minerals as well. Like it just really was hard. Further else, the game definitely felt good. There was a nice tutorial, some voice acting at the beginning. Later on, there was just barely that. I would definitely say there could be more faction-wise music added and all that. Other than that, the maps just simply looks good. The models, the units look good. The animations were fine. It just didn't feel very wacky and all. And I don't know. I'm just super happy. But it's just sad that how fluently it just didn't really work very fluently in my opinion as well. Even the farms, when I placed like 6 farms around it, I think we're gonna have a lot of food and all the. You didn't even need like 2 patches. The farmer was enough with 1 patch even as well, in my opinion. But later on, you guys already see that I used like 2 patches, and from there on, we already had good income coming forward, and we just kept on growing and growing and moving forward. So yeah, it's okay in my opinion, and yeah, we'll have to see. Um, yeah, I don't know. It just feels like the game was really rushed. It's just a pity for the developers because such game could have had a lot of potentials. Certainly, many people can play it. If it's worth the money, I would say still yes, but I would say that the developers should, in my opinion, try to polish it a little bit more further with stability wise and balance wise, as in like with how the maps are and with how the gameplay is, especially with the contribution and the tributing around these wisdom points throughout the campaigns, so that it feels rewarding whenever you finish a mission, and that you'll be able to use the other buildings that were locked in the second or third mission, so you can try it out and play it and all that. And it was just basically fun. So yeah. But then again, to be more positive, I'm certain that the developer can pull this through. He can just basically add it to his portfolio, like, hey, I've made this game, and just offer to other studios and like show it off and all. That's definitely good for us players. Well, again, you can certainly play this and all that and have some fun and go through it, but it just doesn't really pull me too much into this if I wanna come back to it or not. That's one thing for sure. But it definitely offers you like quite a pixel-like game version of Settlers, and yeah, it's fine. No voice acting in it as well when you press units like any other RTS game. That's lucky too, in my opinion. Further else, there's like nothing I I would like to offer with an opinion about this game. I know it's still a good pat on the shoulders to the developers and creators of this game. It was still nice. I still had a pleasant time through it, and we're gonna just see how else it will continue. I'm not sure if it will even. Um, yeah, with that said, if I have to give this game a score from a scale 1 to 10, it's definitely gonna be a 7 in my opinion. Like I said, the game doesn't really feel that balanced with many ways, not just with farms and all that, and not just with the wisdom points disruption system and the campaigns, the voice acting, etc. If it's playable, if it's fun, yes, it is. But yeah, eventually when you finish, I don't know if you would come back, or if there is something that pulls you, and that's something that's lacking. But as I said, still worth grateful for the effort and all the contribution that the creator did to make such a game. Definitely, like I said, advice to try and polish it, to try to stabilize it, and definitely a good game which you can take into your portfolio. Yeah. If you want to buy this, I would still say try to buy this game in how should I say, on a sale, save some money overall, and yeah. I hope you all enjoyed it. If you did, give a like button and subscribe to my channel if you're new and wish to support it. Do you want to recommend something we could come together that's possible as well? Just write down comments box below or join my Discord server so we can have a chit chat about it. Till then, I shall see you guys laters.